Welcome back, guys. It's Ace, the Gaming Assassin, and today we're playing Clash of Clans. Today I wanted to do a little bit of a feature on probably what I would consider my favorite attack strategy, or at least one of my favorite attack strategies, and that's the Loonion attack strategy. I'll show you my army composition. Now, I still have level 8 army camps, which is the level you get at Town Hall 10. Even though I'm a Town Hall 11, as you can see, this is my very rushed level 1 account. This is basically my donation account. I'm rushing it up to 12 to be able to donate max troops and siege machines to myself. So I haven't really worried about getting the camps past level 8. I will eventually, but that's not the point. So my army composition is more like what a Town Hall 10 would have, which is the way I like to bring is 32 loons, 35 minions, and 5 wall breakers. And as you can see, my minions aren't maxed, my wall breakers aren't maxed, but they do well enough for what I use it for. My heroes are still low level, a 16 king queen, and then only a level 3 grand warden. Now this attack strategy can be used from Town Hall 7 all the way to Town Hall 12. It's most effective though in Town Halls 9, 10, and 11. And I will go ahead and show you an attack strategy, or an attack. This was earlier last night. This was me playing on one of my old accounts that I had given to a friend. He needs some help farming. He's still learning Loonion. As you can see, he just went to Town Hall 9. He still has a level 5 queen, level 3 minions. He just got his balloons to level 6, and so I was doing some farming for him and also trying to push him up out of the gold leagues. And I ran across this gorgeous loot base. Look at this. Almost 1 million gold, over 1 million elixir, almost 5,500 dark elixir. And with Loonion, it was an easy win. So I checked for clan castle troops. There were none. Good for me. And I come in straight with the Loonions. This is just basically like the Loonion line, the spam method. You just put all your balloons in a line, and they're gonna target all these defenses here. They're gonna target all these defenses, and as they go through, then they're gonna split, and they're gonna go here, 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 and here. And so I pop a rage down over pretty much near every air defense. This rage ends up going a little bit too far out, but basically put a rage down on either side, and that gets the balloons pushing through in a unit. Now a base like this, where there's lots of defenses going around the outside, the balloons are going to wrap, and the minions are going to start hitting on all these storages and collectors. And if you're lucky, your minions will stick with some of the balloons, and then they'll bust in and they'll get to this center area. If not, that's why I normally bring 5 wall breakers, and then I can break my wall breakers in and I can get to the center. Now on this base, I don't have any wall breakers with me, and on this base I can tell there's no way my heroes are going to get through all these walls and get to this dark elixir. They're not going to target it, so I just have to basically 3-star this base in order to make sure I get this dark elixir, and it works out really well for me. So as you can see, line all the balloons up, minions down behind, they're clearing off all the trash buildings and coming into the collectors. See, this rage right here, a little too far out. I could have pushed it in a little bit more and gotten some more value over this wizard tower, but I got the air defense down, which is the main thing. Here comes the max level balloons out of the clan castle. They're always good to come in behind. I was a little late on deploying some of these troops. Normally I put the clan castle balloons much faster. Now I saw the clan castle balloons were going this way, and they were going to catch this rage, and they were going to follow this way to the archer tower and cannon. And I saw these balloons over here were being targeted by an air defense, this one, and there was a wizard tower, and there was less of them. So I decided to rage these balloons and get them through this side, and let these balloons just kind of work because there's so much more of them. So that was kind of why my rage placement went there. Usually in a normal base, there's lots of stuff in the core, and so you would rage on either side, and then Expos and Inferno, or in Infernos if you're a Town Hall 10, an Eagle, Teslas, they're all going to be in the core, so then you'd rage over the core and let the balloons push through the core. This base is a ring base, so they're going to go out on the outside, so you want to rage where it's most beneficial. Here I have a freeze. The freeze is going to drop on the air defense. I could have probably waited and held on to that freeze and tried to freeze the air defense and the wizard, but I wanted to make sure that they pushed in and got through at least to the air defense, because I wanted to make sure I could get to this dark elixir. See, the minions go to the dark elixir, so I drop my king. My queen's over here taking out this, and so now there's going to be some defensive targeting troops, which is the balloons wrapping around taking out defenses. Minions are clearing out some of the trash, getting the town hall. So the king and queen are going to wrap up here with the balloons. The balloons are going to take out most of this stuff. This wizard tower is going to do a lot of damage because they all clumped up. That's why it's good to have a freeze or a heal sometimes in the army composition. Matter of fact, did I heal earlier? Looks like I have a heal, but I don't remember where I dropped it at. I'm going to back out of the replay because I want to see where I dropped the heal, and maybe I can explain why I dropped the heal the way I did. As you can see, I have 3 rage and a heal and a freeze. And I missed the heal, I missed seeing where I put the heal. So there's the, oh, I put it in the middle here. I must have been trying to rage by accident. I don't know why I put the heal there. There was no defense there. I should have saved that heal, and that would have been a perfect back end heal. So yeah, that was a misplace. It was a mistap or something. I must have been trying to place the rage there to rage the balloons and minions up through the core. It's kind of habit. You just go side, middle, and I wasn't even really paying attention, and I must have clicked the heal, and I didn't need it anyways. There was nothing to send the stuff to the middle anyways. But as you can see where we were, balloons all get targeted. They're all going to get taken out, but they're going to take out the hard-hitting defenses. They take out the cannon. They take out the archer tower. Now all that's left is this mortar, this Tesla, and this wizard tower, and even a level 10 and level 5 queen can easily take out those defenses. Not a problem, especially when you have the queen's ability still. Not an issue. Pop the queen's ability so we can get through those buildings. I wanted to get to this mortar and this Tesla as quick as I could, and there we go. Easy 3, no problem. Tons of loot. That's how you do it. So that was a Town Hall 9, and as you can see in that Town Hall 9, let me go back to it and I'll show you the army comp. So with a Town Hall 9, I was bringing 30 balloons, 35 minions. Now the one wonderful thing about the Loonion army is it's so adjustable. It's so easy, so malleable. You can change it to fit your play style and your needs. Whether you're pushing or farming or whatever it is, you can bring more minions, less minions, more balloons, wall breakers, other troops to complement your heroes. It's such a diverse attack, and you can do the spam line like I did, where you just drop stuff straight, or you can do where you snipe, where you drop like 3 here, 3 on the arch tower, 3 on the archer tower, a couple on the air sweeper, and then drop some minions to clear all these buildings, and then you drop like 6 right here on the air defense with the rage minions, 3 more on the arch tower, maybe 4, 5, 6 on the rage with a rage right here to get through all this, and some more minions, and then that's a surgical Loonion. You're surgically taking out the edge of the base. You're typically not trying to push towards the center with that kind of style attack unless you have high level heroes, and that's a good farming collector base and also pushing strategy. That's how I pushed to Titans with my Town Hall 9, was a surgical Loonion. So anyway, so Town Hall 9, 30, 35. I tend to bring 28, 35, and 5 wall breakers. But these heroes are so low level here on this account, 10 and 5. I don't like to do the hero charge. And when I have 5 wall breakers, what I do is I do my minion or my Loonion line, my minion line, my 2 rage, and then I drop 5 wall breakers kind of right in the center, and then my hero is right behind. And what happens is the wall breakers will bust through, and on a normal base, this compartment's full of defenses, and then the king and the queen will go in here, and 9 times out of 10 they'll be the ones who clear the core, and the balloons will go around, and the minions will go around, and it guts it. And I think I have an example of that I can show you guys. Here's one that's not a Loonion, but I wanted to show it because I was farming with fire, my Town Hall 6, and I use balloons even at Town Hall 6, level 3 balloons, but you don't have minions, so I use wizards, and so this is what I call the blizzard attack. And I tend to bring either max loons or hogs in the CC, and they work really well with heals. But I ran across in low silver, I ran across this dead Town Hall 8, and look at all this loot he had. I mean, it filled my storages. It was amazing loot for a Town Hall 6 to find, and I just had to share it with the guys. And so I wanted to take out this cannon and this archer tower so I could get all those collectors. Same over on the top. I wanted to take out the archer towers so I can get all those collectors. And unfortunately, this archer tower didn't go down, but I was mainly after the gold, but I wanted some of the elixir as well. And so look at that, a Town Hall 6 who stole almost 500,000 of each resource. That's just a ton for a Town Hall 6. You can only hold like 2 million max, so this filled out what I had left in my storages. And yeah, I had to share that in clan chat to put on the video. But here's a whale of a raid right here. This is with level 1. So this is with, I had my heroes boosted and my troops boosted, so I got an extra couple levels on my minions, and I got a few extra levels on my warden, so it gave him the warden ability. So it's really good to have when you have a Town Hall 11, have at least a level 5 or higher warden, so you can have his warden ability, and you don't even need a king and a queen if you can have your warden come in with your Loonion. So this one's going to be, I'm going to wrap around the top, and that's because I want to get into these 2 air defenses here. If I came in straight, the other air defense is way down here, so it would be a hard time getting to this air defense. So I wrapped around the top. Also, there's lots of loot up there. Double rage. Gonna come into the center here towards this air defense and Teslas, and I'm gonna wait, and I'm gonna hold this, and then I'm gonna drop a heal spell, and that's just gonna make sure that everything stays alive. Again, I think I misplaced. I think I was meaning to place a rage there, and then I kind of haste through and hit a rage right over here when I'm near this air defense. So I think I fat fingered that heal spell again, and then a warden ability because they're coming in range of this other air defense, and then a last haste to push them through and get them through this wizard tower before he does too much damage. Freeze on the air defense, and they all hit the haste, so they are able to get to it. Now, one thing I'll say is if you have higher level haste, level 3, 4, or 5 haste, use some haste. Bring a couple of rages, 2, 3 rages, a couple hastes, maybe a heal in there if you prefer. If you like to have a back-end heal for wizard towers and whatnot. But those hastes are really good at level 3, 4, 5. If you have level 1 or 2 haste, don't even worry about it. Just bring a higher rage instead, level 4 or 5 rage instead. It'll do you much better than a level 1 or 2 haste will. You also can bring a poison with this army composition to take out CC troops and the queen, help slow her down so she doesn't take out all your loons and let your minions kind of target on her. You can bring a skeleton spell. That'll also take out a queen once the core's kind of gutted. If she's following your loons around, you can drop a skeleton spell and distract her. You can bring a bat spell with this if you get it donated to you in your CC, or if you have bat spells at Town Hall 10 and 11, you can use bat spells with this. So the spell composition is really up to your taste, what you prefer to use. I prefer mostly rages. I've been using a heal lately. I've been noticing a heal helps with the 3-star on the back end, so I've been using a heal more often. And here's one more Loonion. This was from my Ace account, so this is a true Town Hall 11. Let me show you the. I already talked about the Town Hall 10 composition. So any Town Hall 10, we already talked about that composition. I'm sorry. So Town Hall 11, here's more of your composition. You're looking at 36 balloons, 35 minions, 5 wall breakers. I tend to bring about 34 to 36 balloons and 35 to 40 minions, and then I always bring 5 wall breakers when I have my heroes, and then I tend to bring max loons in the clan castle. On this raid in particular, I didn't have a clan castle, so I just rocked no clan castle on this raid, and let's just see how it does. I'm pretty sure I do a hero charge with the wall breakers into the middle here, so let's just see how this one goes. Sorry if you're hearing some noises. I'm having to adjust my mic here. So there we go. Double rages, queen, poison. I could probably have frozen this inferno and this wizard, but I didn't do it. Waiting for all of my troops to get towards the middle. Yeah, so we missed it. Let me go back. We'll restart it. We missed what I was wanting to show you guys about charging the heroes in. So we're gonna half speed this. Actually, we'll get all the balloons going, and then, alright, so I kind of clump them all a little bit too much over here. I don't know why. I think I was just 2-finger deploying on either side. I didn't do my line, but I get them in where I was trying to get them to go. I really needed some to go to the middle here, but they fortunately come in. Comes the wall breakers, but this bomb tower wasn't down, so that could have been bad. But it worked out just fine. Here comes the king, here comes the queen. Now, you notice all the trash buildings are away, so they come straight in. The wall breakers come in. Now the wall breakers, these 2 rages were too far apart. I messed up my spell placement here, so the rage didn't push the wall breakers towards the middle. But all the balloons are going towards the middle. As you can see, everything's targeting towards the middle. I hasted over here to push these balloons towards the center. I hasted over here because this rage was dying out, and these balloons were taking their ever-loving time getting hit by this sweeper. So I hasted them. They moved over this way. Now you can see raged in the middle. Also dropped a heal here because there's a multi-target. Oh, no, warden ability. Sorry, not a heal, warden ability, because there's a couple multi-targets, so several of the balloons are being targeted. And as you can see, we're going to gut this core pretty quick. I still have a freeze left. I freeze the multi-target. That gets the balloons in. The warden's here, the queen's here. King's going on the side, which is good. He's targeting this air defense, and he's also going to take out this enemy king, so that's going to help keep my minions from getting distracted. Queen's going ham on the dark elixir. Once again, I freeze. Now I freeze the multi-target and the wizard tower. So 2 splash defenses that allows my minions to start working on this wizard tower. And my queen's able to lock onto this multi-target, and then she's going to go ahead and take that wizard tower out. Now I still have a bunch of balloons over here. They're getting hit by the wizard tower, but they take it out because he had the king. He was aggroed on the king, so they only got 1 shot. So now all I have left is this air defense, and this archer tower does not stand a chance. So that last air defense is targeting my grand warden, which is just fine because it gives my balloons time to get over there, and it's dead. So even if the air defense would have lived, my queen could have taken it out, my king could have taken it out. Now she gets targeted by these cannons, so she actually wouldn't have been able to take it out. So good thing that my balloons stayed alive because they helped the king stay alive because they ended up taking out the last couple cannons. So it was easy 3-star. Spell placement was a little wonky, messed up a couple things, so it could have turned out bad, but higher level troops, higher level minions, and higher level king bust me through this one, and I was able to get the 3-star. Didn't really care about the 3 stars, mainly wanted the loot. It wasn't a ton of loot, but it's the only example I had where I charged the heroes in together, and that was the highest loot total where I had that example, but pretty decent loot for a Masters League at least. Now I have a couple more on level 1 I could show you guys. I was doing Loonion earlier, and as you can see, in the crystal leagues, if you're Town Hall 9 or 10, low crystal, low anywhere from 18 to 1900, which is gold league, all the way through like 2300 is perfect for Town Hall 9s and Town Hall 10s. Town Hall 10s can go a little bit higher, 23 to 2600. Town Hall 11s, I found that anywhere from 23 to 26 or 2800 is really well for really good for Town Hall 11. So as you can see, I'm at 2355 with this Town Hall 11, and I am finding some fantastic dead bases, some fantastic loot. As you can see here, everything is pretty much over 300,000 or higher, and 2 to 3,000 dark elixir, which is what I'm after. I can't remember which one I shared. I shared Boris was the one I already shared, so we don't want to see that one again. But this is the other really big loot raid I got when I was on that boost a couple days ago. Look at this one, a dead Town Hall 11, tons of loot. Now, where you place your balloons and where you come in from is important. You want to come into the side of an air sweeper. Now this air sweeper is pointing in, but for the most part my balloons are going to be able to path around this way, around the town hall and stuff, and without this air sweeper being much of a problem. Some balloons are going to go this way, but that'll be fine. Most of the balloons are going to path around this way. That'll get down 3 air defenses. This air sweeper will go down, actually all 4 air defenses over here. Air sweeper is going to go down. You know, it's a dead base, so you don't have to worry about Infernos, Expos, or the Eagle. And the Queen's right here in the middle, so we'll have to get her killed with the poison spell and the minions. Balloons, minions, Clan Castle balloons, Warden, and then here come the 2 rages. It's going to be one over here. Perfect. Now the center balloons aren't going to be raged, but they're going to come through real slow, and I'm probably going to rage somewhere around this Eagle probably. Poison on the Queen. Bam, she's dead. Yeah, rage on the Eagle. So that's going to push the balloons through those Teslas, through that Eagle, and push them around, and then into the air defense. Perfect. And then they're going to be just under enough rage to push into this. They're hasted over to push them into the arch tower and this last air defense. These up here are going to take this arch tower. Max Loons still being super slow, getting pushed by this sweeper. That's fine because these Max Loons are going to end up tanking and taking out a lot of these last air targeting defenses down here, so my minions can do the last little bit of cleanup work. So I hasted some balloons over here. Like I said, back end heal. Now I back end healed here so that we could tank this. There's a couple of wizard towers, so we wanted to tank this wizard tower, arch tower, Tesla farm right here. That's going to be perfect for these balloons to heal. And I still have the Grand Warden's ability, so once they get out of the heal, before they leave the Grand Warden's aura, I'm going to pop that ability, and that's going to get them through this last wizard tower. And that's going to be just enough for them to be able to make it through. They would have probably survived just fine without the Grand Warden's ability, but you know, it's just that extra little bit to secure the 3-star, gets it in, saves them a little bit of damage. And there you go. There's the 3. Tons of loot in this one as well. over a million raid to combined, plus 4,200 Dark Elixir. So fantastic loot. So like I said, it's a great strategy. It's a great pushing strategy, great farming strategy. It doesn't cost very much. You're looking at 250,000 elixir, a little bit of Dark Elixir, so it's a great farming Dark Elixir farming army if you don't have miners, especially at Town Hall 9. I think it's probably the best Town Hall 9 strategy because dragons are so unpredictable. They'll go around the base 9 times out of 10, and you'll end up not even getting to the core. Same thing with P.E.K.K.A.s. Gold Wipe uses a lot of golems or witches use a lot of Dark Elixir, so it's hard to conserve. So Loonion's perfect. Only 300 Dark Elixir, a little bit less if you don't even bring a poison spell. If you replace that with the freeze, you're looking at a little bit less. Take out a few minions, you're even a little bit less. So, and you can easily get thousands and thousands of Dark Elixir with this army. So it's a great army to use for farming, for Dark Elixir farming, for pushing. You don't need, you can do it pretty much any town hall at level. I'm trying to see my treasury. There we go. I have a bunch of them. And then last thing I wanted to do is we just finished up our our 7th war of CWL of the July season. We currently are number 1, but we have been placing in number 2 or 3 at the end of each war day. These 2 clans right here have been beating me by just a few stars. I think I was like excuse me. Something that caught my throat. I think I was 3 or 4 stars below the number 2 guy before the start of today. But as of now, I'm number 1, but by the end of the day, I'll probably have dropped down. But we did pretty decent, especially since I was only able to do 10 to 11 attacks each day. But we had some nice 3 stars. But 2 of my accounts, Assassin and Level 1, both got their War Legend, League Legend perk because they had perfect wars, so they got over 20 stars. They each got 21. So I wanted to collect that on camera. So there's that. My first Clan War League. And it went pretty well. I'm hoping next time I can actually join somebody who's an established clan and do their CWL with them, and or get some experienced people in to do CWL with me here in Bridge 4. So if you'd like to come join us for CWL in the August League, here's the Bridge 4 clan. We're looking for some strong, confident attackers, and pretty much anywhere Town Hall 8 or up is going to be accepted, but you need to not be rushed and you need to be active, please. So come join us and come war with us and share your Loonion raids with me. And like always, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. Please comment down below. Let me know if you want to see any other kind of content. Sorry for all the coughing and the mic noises and stuff. It's just not one of my better days. So please give the video a like and subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you next time. Have a blast playing Clash.